Hello, Team Mentor Food. This is a continuing video of the mate of the narcissist. It's just troll food. Again, talking about husband and wife situations and circumstances. If you are a mate, a husband mate, you are just a slave to the narcissist. The same for the female who's married to a male narc. She is going to be a slave to her mate. He will set the scene, set the scenario in order for her to be a troll or to be a slave to him. I left off on the last video talking about how he will make it where she has no more friends. He will take her friends away. He will take her family away. He will take anybody away that can have a positive influence on her and that can be her eyes outside of being the narcissist troll. Because one thing, when you are inside the narcissist cave and the narcissist trap and the narcissist hole, you no longer see. You no longer have eyes to see. You no longer can sense that something is not right. And so the whole thing with the narcissist is to get you away from family, because family and friends, real family, can see that there's something wrong with that this person is not right, and that you need to get away from this person. So they can tell the sister or the family member, you need to get away from this person. This person is not right for you. You can do better. So the narcissist will also move you away. If they, you're in the same city with them and you are there, the narcissist is still feeling threatened that the fact that, she has a whole bunch of family in this city, or he has a whole bunch of family in this city. And so the narcissist is threatened. So now it's like, okay, well, we're moving. So let's move over here. So they'll try to move you out that city in order to continue to continually control you. And so being the troll of the narcissist, you are just under a complete hypnotic control. The narcissist they get their mate alone and to themselves, so they can now start feeding the narcissist the food that they want in order to keep them as supply, in order to keep them in a hole, in order to keep them subservient to them. And so therefore the narcissist will have their mates turn on people that they know can possibly help them turn around and be, come back to their normal selves, because the narcissist is threatened by their mate's light. They're threatened by the mate's gifts, the talents that the mate has. They're threatened by the fact that people are drawn to their mate. They like their mate, and the narcissist doesn't have these type of relationships where people actually like them or drawn to them just for who they are. But their mate has this quality, this good quality, that where people are drawn to them, they like them, they see the gifts and the talents that they have, and they're drawn to them. So the narcissist is going to separate their mate, and by doing that, they're separating their mate. So now that they can start feeding the narcissist negative food, feeding them, not the narcissist, feeding their prey, their victims or targets, the negative food that they're not good enough, the negative food that they don't belong, and the negative food that nobody likes you, and I'm the only one that likes you, I'm your friend, and you can really trust me, and you can't trust anybody else but me. And so the narcissist will start feeding these people their mates this. And so once they start feeding their mates their lies, the mate is becoming weaker and weaker and less, and the narcissist is the only one that the outside world will deal with when it comes to answering the phone, or when it comes to coming to your home. Now the narcissist is alert and they're on guard. When you call the house and you ask to speak to their mate, the narcissist is going to be the main one answering that phone all the time. They're going to be the main ones controlling that environment. They're going to be the main ones that you have to go through to get to their mate. Because remember, they have to control everything. When I used to deal with my parents, I would call the house and I would deal with my dad's wife first, and then I would have to ask her to speak to my dad. And then when I would ask her to speak to my dad, she would still be on the phone listening to our conversation. So whatever I would say to my dad, if she felt it was too much or whatever, she would put in his ear what she felt that I was really saying, or how he should really perceive me. It was always like, if I say, Dad, I'm doing this, going to school, or whatever, she's going to go behind my back and say, oh, she's going to flunk out, or this and that, this and that. So this is why they have to isolate their targets. They have to isolate their victims, because they have to constantly monitor who's saying what to them. And so based on whatever you're saying to them, they are going to turn it around and make it worse. So they have to always be like, I'm the only one there for you. Nobody else is there for you. I'm the only one. You believe me and you believe what I have to say and don't believe what anybody else has to say. So they always have to interject their poison into their target. They always have to come back with something negative in regards to anybody that they deal with, because they don't want the person, their mate, to have a perspective of life. They don't want their mate to actually, see that there is another side of life, that there's positive things going on, that life is actually happening outside of this trap that I'm in, or outside of this cave that I'm in, or outside this dark hole that I'm in. There's actually life on the outside of that. So they don't want their mate to ever think that there's life outside of what they have made or what they have put before them, which is not life at all. It's just this, it's not life, it's death, what they put before them. But when you are a target, you think it's life. You think, oh, this is it. This is all, this person is there for me. I'm here for them. And, and everything is good. You think that. But as you start to wake up, you see that that wasn't life at all. That actually was death. And it was death in a way that it was just really bad, But the narcissist, their whole plan and what they're trying to do is to just take a life. They want to take life, they want to take life away from you as much as they can. And if they can take it, they are going to take it. And so they take it by stealing so many years from people. And so that's why their mates, it takes them a long time to come out, because the years that they've invested with a person. I've invested so much time with this person, I'm going to make it out. I'm going to work it out with this person. So this is how the target is thinking. But the narcissist is thinking that, oh, you're a fool. I'm taking your life and I'm going to take it until you die. And I'm happy to take your life. Because anytime you're with someone, no one has a right to take your life away. If your life is to live the way God has planted it inside for you to live. You all have been given gifts. We've all been given gifts. We've been given talents, and we have every right to live out those gifts and those talents. But the narcissist will steal those talents from you. That's how they're taking your life away. So anytime you've been with somebody for so long and they controlled you into a shoebox, that's not love. That's someone stealing your life away. So the narcissist will make you out to be a troll. You will be their troll food that they eat on when they're mad, when they're upset, when they're going through whatever they're going through, because they're never happy. So you're gonna always be that, they want to position you to be that troll food for them. And that's how you can tell you're around the person that is just like like their life has been taken away. You know, if the woman say something, they're running. Oh, I gotta go with my wife. You know, or if it's the man that's the narcissist. Oh, I gotta go because so and so. I gotta. You know, that's how you know that you're around a narcissist. That's how you know, because a narcissist is not about freedom. They're about taking away your freedom. They're about taking away your life. And no one has a right to take your life away. No one. We are all born free. We are free to be, and no one has a right to take that away from you. So I hope this video has helped someone. If you're here, like I say, watching these videos, you have been set free. So run in your freedom and do not allow yourself to be snared up and tied up again by any dark spirit that is on this planet. We must gird up and be wise in what we're doing and who we're dealing with and who we're allowing close to our hearts again. We cannot afford to be tied up again by the narcissist. So I hope this video has helped someone. God bless you all and be blessed.